Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's June here. I'm now back at it with another video. Now, as you guys see in today's video, as I'm recording this video right now, is the 1-year anniversary for Marvel's Avengers. And I felt like just for the anniversary, why not do a tier list? Now, a tier list is something that I was asked about a lot in my streams and my YouTube comments. They asked me to do a tier list, and I just waited on it. I was like, nah, I'm gonna do it later. But I feel like this is the perfect time to do it now on the anniversary. Now, of course, when you guys see this video, the anniversary will be yesterday, but I'm recording this on the anniversary, so you catch my vibe. But yeah, we about to do this tier list. So before we get to the video, if you guys could go to enjoy it and you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well, so then it's the video and always be notified when I upload a video. And most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Damn, homie, they ain't ready for this. Scared a shot, I'm working, hurt them worse than slitting your wrist. Hit subscribe, smash like, ring the bell, stay tuned. Now without further ado, here's the duel of June. Yeah.
Alrighty, so we're going to start off with the tier list. Now, this is the meta tier list. The meta is basically what is the most popular for the character. And also, I will be mixing it in with the Omega level threat as well for the last boss. So you can basically get a drift on why I picked this and why I have these certain tiers for the certain characters. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, of course, as I stated now, this is my opinion. You know, of course, you know, some people might have different opinions from me, which is fine. I don't mind. But of course, there's going to be a lot of discussion about this. So yeah, let's get into it. And also shout out to Stardust, because he did get me into this one once I saw his tier list video. So I'm like, yeah, let me get this in. Let me throw my little opinion in there real quick. So for the first one we're gonna start off with is Thor. What can I say about Thor? To be honest, there's nothing to say about Thor. He's OP no matter what, if you do melee or range, heroics, he is OP. So honestly, there's nothing to really say with Thor. He's just OP, so he's automatically going to go to S tier. There's no explanation about it. There's no reason to go into detail. If you played Thor, you guys will know that Thor is the most strongest character in this game right now, which is insane. But even in a mega level threat, he is super strong. So if you have a Thor on your team that at least knows what he's doing or have a good build, you're going to be fine. Like, you'd have no stress. So yeah, that's for Thor. It is very simple, but he is very effective. Now for the second one we're going to do is Hawkeye. Now Hawkeye is a very good character for the meta wise and just basically for the OLT as well. If you got bag of tricks and do battery effect, that's it. That's legit all you got to do. There's nothing else you can really say. If you got bag of tricks, have the ultimate for the battery effect, and you can heal people as well. Like that's legit all you need. You will do fine. Just spec it to precision and a little bit of valor, some health. That's legit all you need, and you can just basically wreck everything in this game. So of course with this, Hawkeye is going on S tier because he is very strong. Now of course the next one we're gonna get into is Ms. Marvel. Now, Ms. Marvel overall, she is a good character. She's a very good support character, and she can also do damage. Now, the thing is that holds Ms. Marvel back, honestly, is the fact that she gets staggered a lot. It's insane, especially when she's in her ultimate, where it says that she's supposed not to get staggered a lot. She still ends up getting staggered a lot, and it's pretty stupid. But yeah, like her abilities, her support is very good. Her the assault is very good for generating orbs, especially like killing like small ads or like small robots. It's very good for generating orbs, and it does do some good damage depending on what you spec in, like into your heroics. And also for her ultimate, you can really do some good damage with her ultimate. It's insane. And yeah, like the only thing that really held her back is the fact is her ultimate is just like when she gets staggered, it just completely ruins the whole setup. But she is very good, so I have to give Kamala an A when it comes to a mega level threat for the last boss, for the super adaptoid, and just for overall for the game. She does really well. So yeah, that is for Kamala. Now for the next character is my boy Hulk. So Hulk has went through changes here and there. Of course, as you guys know, Hulk did get nerfed with his thunderclap. It did get nerfed, and yeah, it sucks that he did get that nerf. But Hulk is still strong. If we talk about meta build, if you build all valor with some health and, you know, a little bit of defense, you will not one shot. You can't do that no more for bosses. Well, it depends on your build or like the situation, but Hulk is still a monster. Now, Hulk, when you level him up, he is pretty weak, but once you got him at that end game build, you can still wipe rooms. Even when he got nerfed, you can legit still wipe rooms with him, and you can still do some good burst damage on the super adaptoid as well. Now, of course, when it comes to Hulk and for his meta build, once you get all your abilities out, that's really it. Like, you do a lot of burst damage with your abilities, but once you have no more abilities, unless you got someone on your team generating orbs, you're not going to be doing much after you use all your abilities. So Hulk is very, very situational, but he is still very strong. So I have to give Hulk at an A tier. He is still very good. It just, if he wasn't nerfed, he will go to S tier automatically, because Hulk before the nerf, he was him and Thor before Hawkeye got added to the game were the strongest characters in the game. They were. But since he got nerfed, you know, it kind of hindered him when it comes to boss damage wise. So, you know, it is what it is at this point. So for the next one we'll have is Black Widow. Now for Black Widow, like the meta for her build is ranged and also like building a little bit into Valor so you can do damage with your Widow's Bite. Now I think you can stack up to like 5 Widow Bites, or 4 is one of them. And if you got battery damage stacked on, especially once you have the intrinsic overcharge, go invisible and pop your ultimate and have it on the slot for where Widow's Bite does more damage while you're overcharged, or I think it's while she overcharged, or while the ultimate is activated. I think it's the ultimate, and it does like 20% more damage. And if you got the battery effect on the super adaptoid and you just spam all good for them and they all do tick damage, like insane tick damage, you can, if you've seen it like my build video for Black Widow, you seen it like it was doing like 40 to 50k ticks per second. So, and then you just firing 4 of them at the same time and they all going off at once. It is very strong, and the high caliber shot is very good as well. Of course, we already know how melee is in this game. Melee is, you know, it's in a tough spot unless you're Thor. You're not really doing much, to be honest. So yeah, for Black Widow, I would have to give her around a good B when it comes to damage wise for her meta builds, and also for the OLT. She is very good in that one as well. Now we're gonna get on to Iron Man. Now, Iron Man for his meta build, you probably should know this already, this is rockets. Rockets do the most damage for him. The rockets are pretty insane. His unibeam is kind of lacking. Well, in the OLT it is, depending on what you do. Because you could use the unibeam to generate orbs on the turrets when the OLT boss spawns it. But in other content it melts too. But the meta is really on his rockets. With the arc overload, basically that, and automatically applying shock damage, and you got positive effects on your rockets, you're going to do so much damage. It's ridiculous. And his Hulkbuster is more for like a situational type thing. Like, say for instance, you're in OLT and you need to revive your teammates, just go into the Hulkbuster, you're going to be fine because you're invulnerable while you're in the Hulkbuster. So you're straight, and you could just go out of the Hulkbuster early and you still have that energy left, so you can automatically get it back faster. So it's pretty nice. It depends on like how good you are with Iron Man. But for a tier list, I had to give Iron Man as an A. He is very, very good, especially damage wise for his meta builds. Now we're going to do Captain America. Now Captain America, his meta build is, he has 2. He has the Brooklyn Brawler with the melee, and we have the range build. Just to let you guys know now, in the OLT, Brooklyn Brawler for the last boss is useless. It's literally useless, melee wise. But for range wise, it is very, very good. Range Captain America is very good, especially using his shield for the battery damage as well. It's very good. You can do 100k per throw, and once the shield comes back, it can also do that ticket, another tick of 100k. So Captain America range wise is very, very good, and that is one of his meta builds. His stream roller is very good in the OLT for generating orbs, for the defeating the turrets. His Rally Cry is very good for defensive wise, for support capabilities for your teammates, so it can take like less damage and do more damage. So it's very good, and you know, of course, for Brooklyn Brawler, it's very good as well for melee and range. But if we talk about end game wise, range is the way to go for Captain America. It's very unfortunate. I just wish they could just do something to melee, because it's really lacking compared to range and heroic damage wise. So, you know, unless you're Thor,
Bruh.
but yeah, I just really have to just give Captain America for end game wise. If you're doing range and you know with his support and ultimate and his assault when it comes to range, I'm gonna give him at a B tier. Now let's get to Kate Bishop. Now Kate Bishop, I'm gonna just be honest. Melee Kate Bishop is fun, but you're not doing the most damage with it. For the most efficient way to get damage out of Kate Bishop is her scatter shots. Now scatter shots, that's really all you need to do with it, to be honest. That's like her really highest damage output. For the OLT, for example, her assault ability is useless in the OLT for the last boss. Her support is very, very good in that because it can aggro the Super Adaptoid. Her ultimate is useless as well in the last boss. I feel like her ultimate really has to see a rework. Out of all of them, she just needs something, because her ultimate, it benefits melee more than range. And the one ability in her ultimate, where you shoot like a multiple of arrows, the explosion only goes off on one enemy. So if you're fighting a Super Adaptoid and you pop that, you're firing the multiple arrows and the explosion is going to go off only one time. It's useless. It's really useless. Now, if they change it where the explosion does it multiple times when you fire it on an enemy one time on one enemy, then the ultimate will be good. It will be good. But right now, the only way you could be effective with Kate Bishop is doing scatter shot. And you know, in the OLT, for example, you know, you only got scatter shot for the last boss and for the decoy for last boss as well. So those are the really two things that it really has going for. So you know, I don't know. I just feel like she's not gonna do as much damage as Cap or Black Widow. I don't. It's her ultimate. Well, her support in Scattershot is very good. I don't know. I'm pretty mixed on this. I'm pretty mixed. I don't know if I'm pretty mixed. I'm gonna put it at C. I'm put it at C because it's just very mixed for me, to be honest. Now for the last one we have is Black Panther. Black Panther, it just recently came out. Very fun to play as. Everything. But if we're talking about a meta build, it's range. You may be shy, what? Not melee? Like I said earlier, melee is at a huge disadvantage in this game. Now, if you're running like regular content, you're fine. Like melee is okay. Like there's nothing wrong with it. But if you're trying to go into the mega level threat with melee, unless you're Thor,
Bruh.
you're setting yourself up for failure. I'm just being honest. You really are. You really are. Like that's why, like when it comes to Hulk, the most popular builds for him is Valor builds, and that's it. That's really it. So melee is just really slacking, and I just hope it just gets updated because it's ridiculous, man. Like I really hope melee just sees a buff or just something just to make it at least catch up with the way how much damage you can do with range and heroic damage, unless you're Thor.
Bruh.
But yeah, like it sucks, but range is probably the way to go for Black Panther meta wise, and especially for the OLT. Now for his abilities, how it works in the OLT, his King's Mercy is pretty nice. If you got your intrinsic meter full, it will automatically apply the vibranium effect. You gotta just throw one, that's it. It's very good for that one. And the King's Mercy also has an invisible frame. So once you, say for instance, you're going to revive a teammate that's got down by the Super Adaptoid, you go to the teammate, pop King's Mercy, and you're going to be fine because you have invisible frames. So you're going to be automatically fine. His support is very good enough, especially when it comes to healing. So you just heal. With that one is very good. His ultimate is very good because you can revive people and you can also do more damage with your ultimate depending on what you got spec'd onto it. But basically it just marks the super adaptoid or any enemy hit by the ultimate, and you do more damage. So yeah, if we have to do meta wise, I would give Black Panther a B if you're doing ranged. Now, I'm not saying that doing melee Black Panther in the OLT is impossible. It's possible, but I don't know. It just takes more. It just takes more for you trying to do melee in the super adaptoid boss fight compared to just doing range. It's night and day. It really is. But this is my tier list for the meta build / OLT. This is what I have. Of course, Thor and Hawkeye is S tier. A tier is Kamala, Hulk, and Iron Man. B tier is Black Widow, Captain America, and Black Panther. And the last one for C is Kate Bishop. So yeah, that is my tier list for Avengers when it comes to the meta builds, and also for the mega level threat as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what is your tier list? If you guys can, if you want to, make a tier list for the meta builds and just send it to me on Twitter and I'll retweet it. We just talk about what is what. But yeah, that is really it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. That's it. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Before we head out, if you guys are not, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on post notifications, send them as a video, and also be notified when I upload a video. And most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. Of course, I do have a Discord. We got everything dealing with Marvel's Avengers. Gotham Knights that's coming up. Marvel Midnight Suns, just other games in general. So if you guys want to join that, the link is below for that one as well. Also, I do stream on Twitch, so if you guys want to come out to the Twitch streams, the link is below for that one as well. Also, I do have memberships on the channel. I appreciate everyone that's a membership. I greatly appreciate it. For the regular members and the elite members, I appreciate it. But yeah, that is in today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day. Peace.